already like plateauing of how high of fidelity we can go before it starts getting like absurd to the point where you can have very, very high fidelity, but if people don't notice it, then is there any incentive to go that high fidelity?
Well, yeah, because if you think
Yeah.
of the jump between the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 3, right? That was
Hmm.
massive. But even between PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, it's getting to a point where it's getting incremental. It's not as wow as it was before, right?
Yeah, we're very much getting diminishing returns.
Yeah.
So I think for right now, we've reached a fidelity level where it looks pretty great. It looks pretty good. Anything more than what we're making now is going to just be like a change in what technology can do for real time. So I know Unreal 5, they have like the nanite system where you can put like high poly models in the game and don't have to worry about performance of creating like LOD, level of detail, texture maps for, different models in the game that have lower vertices on them. You don't have to optimize because the engine just does it automatically. So I think at this point, like to your point, Avatar, you don't have to worry about real time rendering at all.
Yeah.
You can make it the best that you want to, and then you can just press a button and then it can render as beautiful as you want it. But when you come over to video games in real time, there's only a certain amount that you can do before it starts to put a lot of pressure on, the CPU, the GPU. Um, so there's a cap. So I think at a certain point, we are going to get to a point where it's just like, it's not going to be worth it to go any further than that because at that point, it's just like a passion project. You want to make this as good as it can be. But people, do they have the TVs or the monitors or the equipment to actually support that level of detail that you're offering them
Yeah, and I
in a
mean,
lot of the cases?
how many bodies do you throw at a game as well? And then if you start developing a game, and I mean, it's getting to the point where you can spend 6, 7 years just developing one game. I mean, I don't know how long they've been working on GTA 6 and the Outer Scrolls, and you know,
Hmm.
so I mean, if it takes you 8, 9 years to make one game, then it's not really worth it.
Yeah.
Unless it does like GTA 5 numbers like day one or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, they probably will find a balance in the next couple of years. It's like what does the PS6 look like in terms of graphical fidelity? Is it going to be worth it, or are we going to be with the PS5 for a longer period of time just because we're starting to plateau?